Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh, and what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash, and that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro-Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro-Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natland, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natland, even all of Teyvat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natland intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natland cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natland remains unchanged, and now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay? In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natland. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natland, then can't we work together?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. That brat. I swear. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this. Incoming! Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
How did this become Paimon'sville? Sweet Lolly looks quite down on herself. All right. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that? So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins? Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now.
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Seatlawi? Seatlawi?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Seatlawi? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Seatlawi, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him. That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger. has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually?
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So, you heard my...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much! It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic. Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroran would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroran into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning.
Swirl, Mark II! Fulfill our pact! Let's ride! Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky! Show no mercy! Rise with the sun!
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Ad Astra.
Why is it so noisy outside? Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry, I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number—
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished.
That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natland are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean—
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing, given the enormity of the price. It's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now, it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never— Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Trav.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani. She keeps—
No need to worry about me.
Light it up!
Phew.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
They've all made it out. It's the Traveler and Paimon! They're here!
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too.
Rise with the sun! Stay safe. We've got this. Letting great names echo!
Let's ride! Catch an epic wave! Wipe out! Shabam! Clear the area!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
That was scary, but we did it!
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
That makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe. Light it up!
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
I wasn't in charge or anything. We just happened to be together. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
And we still don't know when the final two heroes are...
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
It's probably because our plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time.
We talked to Malika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natland's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natland, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Yeah, and isn't he from Snezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natland?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Marika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Want to join our garrison, Mililani?
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. All right. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Oh, you betcha! Marika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natland. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natland, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natland.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natland. But based on what we just saw, It's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really...
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no, you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew, that was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. show my sister? Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! It stings!
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. All right. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks... took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that! After them!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the Source Mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
I'll get...
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natland. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
What a place. Full of surprises.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home. With our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets. I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along.
Be my guest. Come on. Let's see you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
Sorry for popping up out of no-
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natland, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your...
And humans are the same. Except...
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your order!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natland, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natland as a whole.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natland. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable. And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows.
That's amazing, Sweet Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago, and now I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. I don't scare that easy. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I would never forgive myself. I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care, and I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their own.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
You really mean it? Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking. If you run into them, be careful.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
You seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natland for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyab. And the Wyab are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two all right?
Paimon's fine, just, a little
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw, I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in...
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natland? Oh, we've got to tell Moeka about this right away.
Yes, she needs to know about this. Now.
Try and stop me!
Moeka!
Traveler, Paimon, Sitlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroron's memories and discovered something huge! All with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Calm down, Paimon. I'll take it from here.
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct the ley lines. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines, very similar to the price of using a gnosis. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need to mobilize our forces as soon as possible.
But what forces do we have?
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and myself. All other warriors are working to push back the abyss on the front lines.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really should get Sitlali to break Auroron's legs.
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid. In any case, the Masters of the Nightwind are in urgent need of manpower. Sitlali, I was hoping you could head back and help defend the tribe.
All right. I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out for sure.
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right. Back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs to be our ultimate goal. Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich, then I'll tell you my idea. As you all know, Auroron is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan. The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue. Their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we leverage our forces, we can destroy it, and then success is ours. We'll head out together. In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
I agree with Kanich. The two of us can handle it.
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want you and Ahau to launch an assault from the front and break through the Fatui defenses. The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll be stationed in close proximity to the device to ensure... No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. That way, it's easier for the rest of us to avoid them. Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it. Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her as well. No one can create a distraction better than you can each, not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the Captain's defenses.
Understood. Then we should, head out now. Just promise us you won't do anything reckless. You cannot face the Captain straight on unless you have no other choice. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
Thank you, everyone. You have my word. I'll proceed with caution. All right, this is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of Fatui guards.
Any of the nearby mountains could be a good infiltration point, but if we want to stay under the radar, we should approach from the side.
There are only a few Fatui stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them first so they can't alert anyone.
Light it up! Full throttle!
Coming!
Let's ride! Try and stop me! Pyroclastic surge!
Disgusting. You can't run!
All right, that's done.
Not too far.
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good. We'll take it from here.
I can see the inside!
Perfect. We'll keep going. The rest of you should head back. Things are about to get dangerous.
All right. Please, take care.
The Fatui wouldn't concentrate all their forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those rocks, Moeka. You look super cool.
Ah, that was some expert-level rock clearing, even by my tribe's standards.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
close. Come on. I see through you!
Fulfill our pact! Let her rip!
You can't
Go
run!
in! Burn it down!
Line
up the blazing sun!
I miscalculated you. Can't run from debt.
This spell is from the Masters of the Nightwind. It's Auroron's doing. They're probably trying to buy time.
Burn it down!
This must be it.
There they are!
Oh, the captain's here too. Perfect. Looks like they focused their defenses over there.
Oh, they're here.
I thought the Pyro Archon would choose a frontal assault.
It doesn't matter. They're too late anyway.
Stop!
It's too late.
We need to turn it off!
I won't let you do this!
The sound of lament?
What was that sound? It was like a piercing cry!
Now's our chance to turn off the device. Oh, Auroron? How did he just... His movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Auroron always this good in battle?
This ends now.
Huh?
Something's wrong.
Sha! Ha! Sha!
You're done!
You are not Auroron.
Let's
Who are
ride! Full throttle! Wrath from the sky! Incinerate!
So, you still recognize me, Commander? I'm glad. Although, I believe you have some more pressing concerns at the moment.
We did it!
You see? You indulge your sense of honor for just a moment, and now you've lost your chance. Even now, you're
Exploration
still
and
the
trials.
same as ever.
His voice is
Adventuring
completely
is
different.
right up my alley.
Is someone inhabiting Auroron's body?
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've
Light it up!
returned. For this moment, please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
I didn't expect
These
to see
wheels
you
are
here,
relics from ancient times.
but I have to disagree.
We should try to restore them.
Abandoning one's comrades is not the way of a warrior.
Why do you care about a doomed man? I know you can see it. He's already close to death. After all, his soul has been incomplete from the start.
said I'm close to death. Is it because of that noise just now? The piercing cry came from underground when I activated the device. What's down there? Natland's ley lines must be hiding some kind of secret. Am I dying? Oh, no. It's too soon.
Ah, Aurora, it's you. What'll it be today? Oh, why the long face? Don't tell me you still haven't let that go. I knew it was a bad idea to tell you.
I heard everyone wanted me to be the savior.
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Aurora, is that you? Oh, here, have a seat. Let Granny cut you some fruit. We just got a fresh batch. Can I get you anything else? Some grilled meatloaf, maybe? Ask for anything you want. We've got plenty of ingredients.
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time, Granny Kuimi?
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that recipe, actually. A merchant, to be exact. Never thought about going into business yourself, my boy. You could travel all over.
Our Auroron? A merchant? He's far too honest for that kind of work.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light,
like him wouldn't
and
prey
humans
on
are the same.
old-timers like us.
Except we call that light hope.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope? Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose. So, what's mine? If I had succeeded back then, would the world have become a better place? What's the meaning of my existence?
Done spacing out, Auroron? Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny, it's just... Will learning all this really make me as strong as you?
Of course not! I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole lives without reaching a fraction of my abilities.
Because you're a genius, right?
Burn it down!
You could say that. Or maybe I've just been alive longer than the rest of them. And
This
picked
must
up
be
a few
it.
tricks that they didn't want to touch.
The captain's here too.
It's rude to bring up a woman's age.
Looks like they focused their
Never
defenses
do that
over
again,
there.
no matter the
they're here.
circumstances.
I thought the
I
Pyro
wasn't the one who
Archon would
brought
choose
it
a
up.
frontal
Anyway,
assault.
class is
It doesn't
canceled
matter.
tomorrow.
They're too late anyway.
Go have fun.
What about my homework then?
Do what you want.
It's too late.
What use is it being as strong as me anyway? You've seen how the tribe treats me.
We need to turn it off!
They're all afraid. I try to go about my business, and they practically tremble in fear.
I won't let you do
Not
this!
the most fun way to go about living one's life, I'd say. Take it from me.
The sound of
The happiest people are the
lament.
ones who do their own thing.
What was that sound?
So do what you want, Auroron.
Cry.
No matter what
Now's our
anyone
chance
else
to turn
has
off the
to say.
device.
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the
Auroron?
past.
How did he
That's what
just...
she always says.
His movements have gotten a lot faster.
I never
Was
forced
Auroron
myself.
always this good in
I
battle?
never even got the chance to try before it was all over.
This ends now.
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the radishes.
Something's
you know?
wrong.
I was just looking at the aphids.
Something interesting about them today?
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got too cold yesterday and they couldn't handle it.
Bummer. Guess
You
that
are
means
not
less honey.
Auroron. Who are you?
Aoife, do you think
What?
being a vet is fun?
Fun.
Commander.
I'm not sure about that.
You.
You think planting vegetables is fun?
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have
So,
anything else to do.
You still recognize me, Commander?
Most people live like that.
I'm glad.
No special purpose.
Although, I believe you have some more
Just how the world
pressing
works.
concerns at the moment.
That troublemaker's at it again. Aurora, my man. Come inside and give me a hand, would you?
You see? You indulge
should I?
your sense
I
of
thought being a
honor
vet
for
was no
just a
fun.
moment.
Well,
And
yes,
now,
there is a
you've
fun
lost
part.
your
Trying
chance.
to outsmart these rascals.
Even
Come
now,
on,
you're
give me a
still the
hand.
same
Maybe
as
Aoife
ever.
was just too
His
nice to
voice
tell
is
me the truth.
completely different.
That attempting something above
Is
your
someone
capabilities
inhabiting
would kill
Auroran's
you.
body?
Stop worrying
My
about
soul
other
is
people's
unstable.
survival, about their
I only
losses and
survived because I had
sacrifices.
people to help
You
keep me
just
in one
need
piece.
to win.
A part of me has always
That
been
must be
missing.
why I've returned.
That's why the other spirit
For
said I was
this
close
moment,
to death, but
please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
I didn't expect to see you here, but I have to disagree. Abandoning one's comrades is not the way of a warrior.
Why do you care about a doomed man? I know you can see it.
The thing that came out
He's
of
already
nowhere.
close to death. After all, his soul has been incomplete from the start.
I'm not weak. There's just a limit to what I can do.
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous. You really think a useless thing like
Someone
you
said I'm
can
close to
save
death.
the world?
Is it because of that noise just now? Useless? The piercing cry came from underground when I
Savior?
activated the device.
Ha! Sounds
It's down
nice, doesn't it?
Natland's
But,
leyline must be hiding
does
some kind
such
of
a person
secret.
truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Exactly. Most people live like that. No
Am I
special
dying?
purpose or calling.
No, it's
Just
too
how the
soon.
world works.
Take it from me.
Aurora,
The
it's
happiest
you.
people are the
Who
ones who
wanted
do
me
their own
today?
thing. So do what you want, Auroran. No matter
Why
what
the
anyone
long
else has to
face?
say.
Don't tell me you still haven't let
don't
that
want
go.
things to end here.
I knew it was a bad idea to
Auroran?
tell you.
It's all right. We'll take things from here.
Every time they marched into battle, everyone wanted had me stay to be the behind. savior.
Don't worry. With
Savior?
the Archon on our side, the Abyss
Sounds
doesn't
nice,
stand a
doesn't it?
chance.
All the best warriors
But,
are fighting on the front
does
lines.
such a person
I
truly
want to do my
exist?
part too.
Even if they
Both
do,
of us are bound
why
to
would you
disappear.
have to become that
But your
person?
end will come sooner than mine, because you've been broken from
Auroran,
the
is
start.
that you? Oh, here, have a
Once
seat.
your soul
Let
shatters
Granny
into
cut you
pieces
some
and
fruit.
dissipates into
We
the
just
wind,
got a fresh
I will
batch.
take
Can I
temporary
give you anything
control
else?
over this
Some
body.
grilled meatloaf, maybe?
I will serve my
Ask for
commander until
anything
the
you
end.
want. We've got plenty of
No,
ingredients.
this isn't right. My life can't end like this. I still What haven't about done those anything spice important grub with my mushrooms life. you made me last My time, end Granny will not Queen. come first, and I'm not giving up.
Ah, you liked those,
I can't
did
die
you?
here, no!
An outlander
I won't
taught
die
me
here.
that recipe, actually. A merchant, to be exact. Never thought about going into business yourself, my boy. You could travel all over.
Control your mind.
Our Aurora?
Feel the
A
ground beneath your
merchant?
feet. This is
He's
not
far
your
too
end.
honest for that line of work.
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey on old-timers like us.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope? Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose.
His eyes are open! He's
What's
alive!
mine? If I had succeeded back then, would the world have become a better
Well
place?
done. You managed to do the
What's the
impossible.
meaning of my existence? What do you mean?
Don't try to talk.
Done
Focus
spacing
on
out,
holding yourself
Auroran?
together.
Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny. It's just.
I can't believe the captain did
will
that.
leaving all this really
Auroran
make
as
me
a
as strong as you?
He was helping to rein him in all this time.
Of course not. I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole lives without reaching a fraction of my abilities.
I'm fine now.
Damage to the soul is a tricky
Because
thing.
you're a genius,
The pain
right?
almost consumed
you
you for a
could say
moment,
that.
but you managed to hold on to yourself.
Or maybe I've just been alive
no
longer than the
easy
rest of
feat.
them.
The worst
and
appears
picked up
to
a
be
few
over.
tricks that they didn't want to touch.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
We can talk about that later.
It's
Our
rude
plan.
to bring up a woman's age.
failed, didn't it?
Never do that again, no matter the circumstances.
I'm sorry. So I wasn't the one who
You
brought it
saved my
up.
life.
Anyway,
And
class
now,
is canceled
the
tomorrow.
debt is repaid.
Go have fun.
Auroron,
What about
I
my
never
homework
thought
then?
you actually wanted
do
to
what you
sacrifice
want.
yourself in
What
that
use is
ceremony.
it being as strong as
But
me
you
anyway?
never gave up. Have you
You've
come to
seen
a
how the
conclusion
tribe
on
treats
what
me.
it is that you
They're
truly
all afraid.
want?
I just
I
want an
try
answer.
to go about my business,
The
and they
reason why I
practically
exist
tremble
and why
in
everyone
fear.
always did so much
Not
for
the
me.
most fun way to go about living one's life, I'd
No
say.
one is born a hero. And no one
Take
should
it from
be
me.
treated like one from
The
birth.
happiest people
I had a
are the
chance
ones
to
who
do
do
something
their own
important
thing.
back then, but I
So
failed.
do what you want, Auroron.
All I want
No matter what
is to
anyone
find
else
some
has
more
to say.
ways to make up for that. Granny didn't
The
say
answer
it
you
outright,
seek
but I think she was
now
trying to
lies
comfort
before
me.
you.
Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the past. That's what she always says. But I never forced myself. I never even got the chance to try before it was all over.
You are the inheritor of my name.
You zoning out over here
The
again?
hero from the
There's
masters
such a
of the
thing as
Nightwind,
overwatering the
who
rabbit,
shall
you know.
fight for this generation.
I was just looking at the aphids.
Something
Fascinating.
interesting about them today?
You're not the person
I
that the others
noticed
thought
some
you
on the
were.
ground.
And yet,
Maybe it got too cold
you're
yesterday
also
and they couldn't
not the
handle
kind
it.
of person that you thought you
Guess that
were.
means less honey this year.
It can
Eva,
take a lifetime to
do
truly
you think
discover who we really
being a vet
are.
is fun?
Like you.
Fun.
I never thought
I'm not
I
sure
had
about
what
that.
it took to be
You
a
think
hero.
planting vegetables is fun?
I was too cunning,
Fun enough, I
too
guess.
self-absorbed.
I don't have anything else to do.
But in the end,
Exactly.
I sacrificed
Most
my
people
life
live
for this nation.
No
now,
special purpose or
remember your name.
That's just how the world works.
Even if others will see a different
That
meaning,
troublemaker's at
it
it
still
again.
symbolizes your
Auroron, my man.
nobility and
Come inside and
yearning.
give me a
My
hand, would you?
ancient name. Why should I? I thought being a vet was no
It
fun.
means devotion.
I guess there is a
You
fun
will
part.
give your
Trying to
all,
outsmart the
not
rest.
for the sake of a
Come on,
heroic
give me a
death,
hand.
Maybe
but to
Aoife
do
was just
justice
too
by
nice
the
to
answer
tell me
you
the
found
truth.
for your life.
That attempting something above your
For
capabilities
that
will
answer,
kill you.
you will offer all
My
of
soul
your
is
strength
unstable.
and be born anew.
I only survived
Through
because
your
I had people to
devotion,
help keep
you
me in
will
one
prove
piece.
your worth,
of
having
me has always
foretold
been
his
missing.
own death.
That's why the other
The
spirits
omniscient
said
man
I was
holds a
close
feast
to death,
in
but
celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
It's nice to see
Who's
you
you?
again, Sunhut.
The thing that came out of nowhere.
With your recognition, we now have the
Warrior.
fifth hero of this
Far
era.
stronger than a weakling like you.
I'm not weak. There's just a limit to what I can do.
And
I am
that's
happy to see
exactly
your
why
plan
your
advance
fantasy
one
is
step
so
further.
ridiculous.
It
You
seems that my
really
cry
think
did
a
not
useless
cause
thing like
irreversible
you can
damage.
save the world?
What? What is that voice?
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night has
Savior?
awakened.
Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist?
Lord of the Night?
Even if they
As
do,
in the one who rules
why
over
would
the
you
Night Kingdom?
have to become
I
that
preside
person?
over a realm of souls.
Most people live like that.
Due to my
No
limited
special
power,
purpose or calling.
sleep is the
just how the
only
world
way
works.
I can
Take it from me. The happiest
When you
people are the
activated
ones who
the
do their
device,
own thing.
I awoke
So do
and
what
could
you
not
want,
hold back
Auroron.
my cry.
No matter what anyone
It
else
is a
has to
sound
say.
that agitates souls.
I
Most
don't
of you are
want
unaffected because your souls are intact. But
It's all right.
with a damaged
We'll take
soul,
things from here.
the effect on your friend was heightened, and his soul almost shattered as a result.
Don't worry. With the Archon on
And
our
yet,
side, the Abyss doesn't stand a
His soul
chance.
remains in
Best
one
warriors
piece.
are fighting on the front lines.
He managed to overcome this
I'll do
obstacle
my part too.
through sheer strength
Both of us
and
are
will.
bound to disappear.
A truly
But your
impressive
rhythm
feat for
comes
a
smoother than
human.
mine, because you've been broken
So, was
from
that
the
what caused
start.
all his strange behavior earlier?
Once your soul shatters into pieces
An
and
additional soul was affected.
I will
It
take
tried to take
temporary
refuge in the
control
missing part of
over
your
this
friend's
body.
soul,
I will
but
serve my
was
commander
ultimately
until the
expelled.
end.
However,
No,
this soul
this
does
isn't
not
right.
hail from that land.
My life can't end like this.
The
I still
Night
haven't done
Kingdom.
anything important with my life.
Its origin
My end
was
will
from
not come first, and I'm not giving up.
frustrating.
Activating the
die
source
here, no!
mechanism was
I
supposed to
won't die here!
reconstruct the ley lines. Why did it awaken you instead?
Because I was the one who originally constructed Natland's ley lines, otherwise known as the Night
Control your
Kingdom.
mind. Feel the ground beneath your The feet. ancient This is battle not between your the end. Descender and the dragons destroyed destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. Natland's ley lines took the worst of the damage. To aid the people of Natland, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar network. That's how the Night Kingdom was born. The first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque, strengthened that realm and established the rules that aid our fight against the Abyss. The Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage, both of which are practices that survive to this day. Well done.
You said before
You
it all
managed to
came
do
from
the impossible.
Power of the heavens.
What do you mean?
The ancient dragons
Don't try to
tried
talk.
use this device
Focus
to
on holding
strengthen
yourself
the ley
together.
lines by imbuing them with power. Back then, this method was
I can't believe the
rather
captain did that.
ineffective. They lacked the skills to navigate the intricate structure of the
To
ley
rein him
lines.
in all this time.
And now, the structure of the ley lines has also completely changed. I am the
fine
only
now.
possible vehicle for the
Damage to
power
the soul
generated
that
by
you
the
convey.
device.
The pain almost consumed
It
you
was
for a
an
moment,
incredibly
but you managed to
crude
hold on to
and
yourself.
method, but I managed to absorb some of that
The
power.
worst appears to be
Now,
over.
I can speak to you like
I'm sorry
this
for
and
causing so
provide
much
you with
trouble.
aid,
We can talk about that later.
such as rebuilding the ley lines
It
once
failed, didn't
more,
it?
at the cost of my own
I'm
existence.
sorry. We were so
Why
close.
would you make
You
that
saved
kind
my
of
life.
sacrifice?
And now,
The people
the debt
of
is repaid.
Natland worship me.
I never
And
thought you
call me
actually
their
wanted to
lord.
sacrifice yourself in that ceremony.
In the ancient past,
But you never gave
before
up.
we died out,
Have you come to a
we were
conclusion
also
on
known
what it
by
is
a
that you
different
truly
name.
want?
I just want an answer.
Angels. But
The
adventurers
reason why I
like
exist
you
and
are
why
probably
everyone
more
always did so
familiar
much
with
for me.
unevolved form.
No one
Seelies.
is born a
No
hero.
wonder there are Seelies
And no
around
one
here.
should be treated like one from
A Seelie
birth.
also helped
I had
us
a
in the
chance to
Night
do
Kingdom.
something important back
angels
then, but
remain
I
in
failed.
Natland. So the
All
same
I
is
want
true of Seelies.
is to find some more ways
Everyone
to make
rallied
up for
around me
that.
and offered their
The
power to
answer you
humanity to
seek
reconstruct the ley
now
lines.
lies before
Now,
you.
I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival, and I have become your faith. I am very pleased. Malika, inheritor of Xbalanque's will, and leader of
You
Natland.
are the inheritor
Despite
of
all
my
the
name,
obstacles and
the
misunderstandings,
hero from the
I
masters
have
of the
awoken.
Nightwind, who
And
shall
the
fight
efforts
for this
of this
generation.
harbinger and the young hero have imbued me with
Fascinating.
power. Say the word.
You're not the person that
And
the
I
others
will once
thought you
again
were.
work to fulfill my mandate.
You're
Just
also
as I
not
did
the kind of
thousands
person
years
that
ago.
you thought you
need
were.
only nod your head.
It can take a lifetime to
For the
truly
sake of your
discover
people
who
and
you
your
really
nation.
are. Like you.
For the sake of
I
overcoming
never thought
the
I had
invasion
what
from
it
the
took to be a
abyss.
hero.
Give me
I was too
your
cunning,
orders.
too
I will not.
self-absorbed.
After
But
reconstructing
in the
new
end,
ley lines, you will
I
cease
sacrificed
to exist.
my life for
the
this
rules
nation.
of Natland are
Now,
founded in the Night Kingdom. If
remember
you
your
disappear,
name.
so do they. Not
Even
to
if
mention,
others will see a different
all the memories
meaning,
and
it
legends
still
recorded within the
symbolizes
old
your
ley lines will
nobility
disappear
and
along with
yearning.
you.
My
The
ancient
people
name.
of Natland will face memory loss, mental disorders, and
It
cognitive
means
issues.
devotion.
Just like the
You will
consequences of
give your
using the
all,
Gnosis, that
not
is a
for the
price
sake of
I
a heroic
refuse
death,
to accept.
but to do
Humanity's
justice by the
survival
answer
is
you
worth any
found for your
price.
life.
Once the Abyss runs rampant, all that
For that
remains will
answer,
be a land of corpses
you will
and
offer
ruin.
all of
And
your
when the
strength.
new ley lines are
and be
invaded
born
again by
anew.
the Abyss?
Through your
What then?
devotion, you
How
will
are
prove
future
your
generations
worth,
supposed to
having
survive?
foretold his
A
own
land
death.
without the Lord of the Night,
The omniscient man
without the
holds a
protection
feast
of the
in
rules,
celebration.
is
Let
doomed
us
from the
raise
start.
our cups in
Presume
honor
too
of
much.
his heroism.
If you cannot
and
ensure
send him
survival in
off
the
with
present,
this
you have no
final
right to
tribute.
think about the future.
For at last,
What will it take for you
his
to
wish is
realize
now
that?
fulfilled.
How many hundreds or thousands will have
It's
to
nice
die?
to see you
The
again,
situation
Sunhudge.
hasn't gotten that
With
dire
your
yet.
recognition,
Has
we
it?
now have the fifth
Why?
hero of this era.
Because I am a survivor of Conria. I've witnessed the devastation and terror of the Abyss with my own
I
eyes.
am happy to see your plan advance one step
That's
further.
right.
It
My
seems that my
family.
cry did not cause
My
irreversible
comrades.
damage.
My homeland.
What?
We're all lost to the
What
Abyss.
is that voice?
Just as
It
I
is
thought.
an
The Lord of the
unforgettable
Night has
pain.
awakened.
One that no amount of time could ever dull. Not even 500 years.
Lord of the Night?
You've experienced something
As in the one
similar,
who rules over the
Malika.
Night Kingdom?
You should know
I
exactly what I
preside
mean.
over a realm of souls.
You're right. The pain,
Due to
the
my
regret, the
limited power,
catastrophe.
Sleep
They all
is the
haunt my
only
dreams
way
to this
I
day.
can extend my
If I could go back,
When you
I would
activated the
reject
device,
all false hope.
I awoke
I would
and
do
could not
whatever
hold
it took
back
to
my
ensure their
cry.
survival.
It is a sound that
Have that
agitates
chance
souls.
before you now.
Most of you are unaffected.
Why do
because
you
your
refuse
souls
to take
are
it?
intact.
Because we don't
But
have the right to
with a
make that
damaged
decision.
soul, the
We
effect on
love
your
this
friend was
world because it
heightened,
contains
and his
everything
soul
we hold
almost shattered
dear.
as a
Everything
result.
that has happened here has moved us, shaped us, and turned us into who we are today.
His soul remains
Giving up
in
our
one
memories
piece.
and history would mean
He
rewriting
managed to overcome
everything.
this obstacle
The people
through
of this world would then
sheer
become
strength of
fundamentally
will.
different beings, their
A
physical
truly
bodies the
impressive
only
feat
connection
for
to
a
their
human.
former selves.
Even so,
So, was that what
given
caused all
enough
his strange
time,
behavior
a
earlier?
new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in
additional
humanity,
soul
you
was
should trust
infected.
in their ability to create a
It
new
tried to
future.
take refuge in the missing
History
part of
could
your
repeat
friend's
itself.
soul.
The abyss could
but
invade once more,
was
and it would all be for
ultimately
nothing.
expelled. However, this soul does not hail from Natland.
Can I
or
say something?
The Night Kingdom.
I once carried the hopes
Its
of many
origins
people,
remain
and I was also desperate to save our nation.
Activating
And
the source
captain's
mechanism
plan,
was
I
supposed
saw
to
a chance
reconstruct
ensure
the
our
ley lines.
survival. But as I was
Why
on
did it
the
awaken
brink
you
of
instead?
death,
Because
my wish
I
for
was the
life
one
and
who
purpose was
originally
rekindled.
constructed
I've
Natland's
been
ley
very
line.
fortunate to be well
Otherwise
cared for
known
by
as the
all
Night
the people in
Kingdom.
my life. I refuse to forget that.
The ancient battle between the Descender and the
feelings were
dragons
so
destroyed
strong.
the corner of the
They
world,
overrode
allowing
my
the abyss
compulsion to
invade.
sacrifice myself
Natland's
for
ley
their
lines
safety.
took the worst of
No
the
matter
damage.
what path lies
To aid
before
the
us, we
people
still
of
have a
Natland, the
destination.
Lord of the Night used the fragments
If
of
we
the
lose
old
our way
ley
now,
lines to
we will
reconstruct a
lose the
similar
meaning
network.
of our existence.
That's
That's
how
right.
the Night Kingdom
Natland's
was born.
heroes gave their lives
The
so we
first
could have this
Pyro
chance
Archon,
against the abyss.
Shibboleth
Their
strengthened that
sacrifices
realm
are
and
our
established
blessings.
the rules
Not only
that
are their
aid
deeds
our
and
fight
spirits
against the
exceptionally
abyss.
meaningful,
The
they may
Ode of
also well
Resurrection
be our path
and the
to victory.
pilgrimage, both of which
I don't
are
wanna give up
practices
just
that
yet.
survive to this
we're
day.
just one hero short. Oh, right.
power from
You
the
said
device
before
will
it all
allow you
came
to
from the
remain here
power
for
of the
some
heavens.
time. I stand at the ready should you change your mind. The ancient dragons tried to use this device to strengthen the ley lines by imbuing them with power. My offer still stands. Back then, this method is rather ineffective. They lack the skills to navigate the intricate structure of the ley lines. Even now, you stand before me. The structure of the ley lines has also completely changed.
You must have a profound connection to this
I am
land
the
since
only
you're so
possible
determined to
vehicle for the
save it.
power
But what are you
generated by the
really
device.
trying to protect? The land?
It was an
or its
incredibly
people?
crude and painful method, but I managed to absorb some of that power.
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you
Now,
have to say,
I can
Traveler.
speak to you like this and provide you with aid.
Fine. I suppose
Such
we
as
can wait.
rebuilding the ley lines
Now that
once more.
Auroron has inherited the memories of his
cost of
forebear,
my own
there's only one
existence.
hero left. Your plan does have the potential to generate
why
the
would
best
you make
outcome.
that kind
In
of
the meantime,
sacrifice?
you shall have
The
the aid of
people
all the
of
Fatui under my
Natland
command.
worshipped
Thank you.
And call me
Having
their
such a powerful
Lord.
harbinger on my side is a big
In the
advantage.
ancient
I
past,
know we may
before
never
we died
completely
out,
see eye to eye on
we
what it
were
means
also
to
known
protect
by a
life.
different name.
But for now,
Angels.
I'm willing to fight
but
by your side.
adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devolved form. Sealies.
All right, we should let everyone else know about the plan. They're probably still at each other's throats outside.
Kingdom.
Few
Good idea.
angels
You need to
remain
explain
in
the
that land.
situation.
So the same is true of Sealies.
Oh,
Everyone
guess what?
rallied
I'll
around
update
me
everyone
and offered
outside.
their power
Let's
to
meet back up at
humanity
the
to
stadium.
reconstruct the ley lines. Now, I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival, and I have become your faith. I am very pleased. Malika, inheritor of Shibbolonke's will, and leader of Natland, you come to me despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings. And you should have rewarded for your bravery and the efforts of this harbinger and the young heroes have imbued me with artisan from the children of Sathos has yet to mention the matter. And I will once again work to probably because the young girl from the Masters just as I did thousands of years ago. No matter, you need only. I'll reach out in a dream and tell them what needs to be done. For the sake of your
Young
people
girl?
and your nation. For the sake of overcoming the invasion from the abyss. Give me your orders.
I will not. After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are founded in the Night Kingdom. If you disappear, so do they. Not to mention,
they do not like being
all the
mentioned by
memories
name
and
by
legends
any
recorded
living
within the
being.
old ley lines will
Be it
disappear
an
along
ordinary
with you.
human or one of
The
the
people
seven.
of Natlan will face memory
They
loss,
prefer to remain
mental
in the
disorders, and
shadows
cognitive
as
issues.
shades.
Just like
The
the
one you
consequences of
wish to know
using the
about?
Gnosis, that is a price I
call
refuse
her
to
the
accept.
ruler of
Humanity's
death.
survival is worth any
She
price.
helped Natlan
Once
establish
the Abyss
rules.
runs rampant,
It was also
all that
under her
remains will be a
guidance
land
that
of
I
corpses and
created the
ruin.
Night Kingdom.
And when the new
It was
ley
an
lines are
expression
invaded
of
again by the
love,
Abyss,
as well as
what
an act
then?
of reparation.
How are future generations
She was
supposed
seen
to
as having
survive?
significantly
A land
overstepped her
without the Lord
authority
of the
as a
Night,
shade,
without the
which might
protection of the
displease the
rules,
Almighty.
is doomed from the start.
You presume too much.
She
If you cannot
succumbed to
ensure survival in the
self-pity as a
present,
result.
you have no right to think about
And
the
no
future.
longer cared if
What will
others
it
discussed
take
her
for you to
identity.
realize that?
Even so,
How many
her
hundreds
existence
or thousands will have to
remained unknown to
die?
all but a
The
select
situation
few.
hasn't gotten that dire yet.
Please don't tell anyone I used that word.
Why?
I'm just trying to speak
Because
plainly
I am a
to
survivor of
conserve energy.
Conria. I've
You
witnessed
come
the
to me
devastation and
with
terror
many
of the Abyss
questions.
with my own eyes.
And I'm not familiar with that concept.
That's right.
The device is capable of
family.
moving and creating
My
ley lines,
comrades.
you say? Even I cannot create something from nothing.
We're all lost to the
I
Abyss.
can only reconstruct the
It
ley
is
lines by reassembling the
unforgettable
yet
pain.
intact components
One
into
that
a
no
new
amount of
structure.
time could
If
ever
that
dull.
power were available to the
Not
people
even
of
500
Natlan,
years.
they might have a new option against the
You've
Abyss.
experienced something
You come
similar,
to me with
Mawika.
many questions.
You should know exactly what I mean.
And you should be rewarded
You're right.
for your bravery.
The pain, the
Phlogiston
regret,
is
the
Tavad's
catastrophe.
primordial form of
They all
energy.
haunt my dreams to this
The
day.
heavenly principles
If I
use
could go
phlogiston
back,
as a basis
I would
for the
reject all
creation of
false hope.
elemental energy.
I would do
To
whatever it
develop
took
the
to
power
ensure
to
their
better
survival.
counter the Abyss.
You have that chance before you now.
Have you heard of the concept
Why do
of
you
the light
refuse
realm
to
and the
take
human
it?
realm?
Because we don't have the right to make that decision.
That
We
explanation
love this
might
world
take
because
too
it
long.
contains
Light
everything we
refracts
hold
into
dear.
7
Everything
different
that has
colors,
happened here has
which we
moved us,
collectively
shaped
refer
us,
to
and
as a
turned us into
rainbow.
who we are today.
Elemental
Giving
energy
up our
is a
memories and
similar
history would
concept.
mean rewriting everything.
essentially the
The
modern
people of this
counterpart of
world would then
phlogiston.
become
You come to
fundamentally
me with
different
many
beings. Their
questions.
physical bodies the only connection to their former selves.
Even so, given enough time, a new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in humanity, you should trust in their ability to create a new future.
Or history could repeat itself. The Abyss could invade once more, and it would all be for nothing.
Show no mercy!
Can I say something? I once carried the hopes of many people, and I was also desperate to save our nation. In the captain's plan, I saw a chance to ensure our survival. But as I was on the brink of death, my wish for life and purpose was rekindled. I've been very fortunate to be well cared for by all the people in my life. I refuse to forget that. My feelings were so strong, they overrode my
In that
compulsion
case,
to
allow me
sacrifice
to
myself
formally
for
welcome
their
the Fatui
safety.
to our cause.
No matter
we
what
now
path
face
lies
a
before
common
us,
enemy.
we still have a
it's
destination.
time to put our differences behind us
If we
and look
lose
to the
our way
future.
now,
As for Auroron,
we will lose the
his
meaning
actions
of our
may have been out of
existence.
line, but
That's
I don't
right.
intend to punish
Natlan's
him
heroes
right now.
gave their lives so
I'd
we could
rather give
have
him a
this chance
to
against
prove
the Abyss.
himself.
A
Their
magnanimous
sacrifices
decision.
are our blessings. Not only are their deeds and spirits
the two of you
exceptionally
chatting
meaningful,
like this,
they may also well be our
almost feels like
path to
she's
victory.
dreaming.
This may
I don't
be
wanna
an
give up just yet.
unexpected
Yeah,
outcome,
we're just one hero short.
The power
but a
from the
favorable one
device will
nonetheless.
allow me to remain
Now that we're all
awake for
here,
some time.
I have some questions
I
of
stand
my
at the
own.
ready should you change
Tell
your
me,
mind. Even
how
if
did you discover
fail,
the source mechanism?
You need only
We weren't
send
getting any
someone
closer
my
to
way.
obtaining the Gnosis.
My offer
So I had
still
my men
stands.
scour Natland for a
Humanity
different
is
option.
truly
Auroron
remarkable.
helped as well. We tracked
Even the
down
gods
3
in the heavens
scholars,
hold you to be special.
Aberawa, Bosomtwe,
Even now,
and
you
Kustal,
stand before me
and combined the results of their
dazzling
research to locate
like
this
the
ancient
sun.
device.
You must have a profound
never
connection
heard
to
those
this
names
land since
before.
you're so
Seems like my
determined
own
to save it.
investigation
But
failed
what are
to
you
locate
really
some critical
trying to
personnel.
protect? The land,
I'm just not sure
or
how I
its
missed
people?
them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion. In any case,
Pretty
their
sure he
results
wants to
speak
hear
for
what you
themselves.
have to
That's
say,
true.
Traveler.
Now we have another option at our disposal.
Fine.
Compared
I
to using the
suppose we can
Gnosis,
wait.
our current plan will buy
Now
us
that
some time. time.
has
And if
inherited
all
the
else
memories of
fails,
his forebear.
we still have this
There's
plan
only
as a
one
last
hero
resort.
left. Your plan does
Even
have
though
the potential to
executing it will come
generate
at
the
a heavy
best
cost.
outcome. In the meantime, You shall have the aid of all the Fatui under my command.
It's making
Thank
everyone
you.
forget their past.
Having such
We
a
should
powerful
definitely try
harbinger
to
on my
avoid it if
side
we
is a big
can.
advantage. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it
Actually,
means to
speaking
protect
of the
life.
Gnosis,
But for
how do
now,
you know what it could do?
I'm willing
That
to fight by
story
your
begins
side.
with the Cataclysm 500 years ago. I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss.
All right, we should
And the
let
situation
everyone else
became
know about the plan.
unsalvageable.
They're probably
I
still at
fled
each
to
other's
Natland
throats
with the
outside.
remainder of my platoon,
idea. We
only
need
to
to explain
find
the
that
situation.
Natland had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some
I'll
time.
update everyone
and
outside.
In the process,
Let's meet back up at the
met
stadium.
the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy. But Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight.
Yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention the matter to me. Probably because the young girl from the Masters of the Night
Together,
is absent.
Aizu and I fought many battles,
I'll reach out
overcame
and tell
countless
her what needs
hardships.
to be done.
Young
However,
girl?
What?
he was unable to escape his
You come
fate,
to me with many
and
questions.
in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before the tragedy. But I turned him down each time.
Ordinary human or one
And
of
he
the
fought
seven.
for Natlan all those years ago.
They prefer to remain in the
Why do I
shadows
recognize
as shades. The one you
It must
wish
be
to
the
know
mask.
about.
Even
I
without
call
the mask,
her the ruler of
my past
death.
appearance is long gone.
She helped Natlan
Even with the
establish
curse of
rules.
immortality,
It was also under her
flesh
guidance
still
that I
rots.
created the Night Kingdom.
Do you know
It was
someone
an
named
expression of love.
That problem
As
doesn't
well as
seem
an act
quite
of reparation.
so extreme for him.
She was seen as having
met
significantly
him already?
overstepped her
Yeah, a
authorities as
bunch
a
of
shade,
times.
which
Sounds
quite
like you know him
displeased the
too.
Almighty.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I
She
saw him in
succumbed to
person,
self-pity
he was
as a
traveling
result.
with the prince. He
I no
carries a
longer
degree
cared
of
if
pain
others
and
discussed her
hatred
identity.
that far surpasses my
Even so,
own.
her existence remains
Yes,
unknown to all
you're
but
the
a select
sister of the
few.
prince. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you,
I'm just trying
although
to speak plainly
this is
to
likely a
conserve
self-imposed
energy.
burden.
You
If the
come
prince
to me
saw me
with
now,
many questions.
I doubt he would even recognize me.
I'm not
As for your
familiar with that
question,
concept.
I don't know how Dane
The
managed to
device
slow the
is capable of
deterioration of his
creating
body.
ley
My
lines, you
appearance
say?
is much
Even
changed.
I cannot create
And
something
that's not the
from
only
nothing.
thing. Even
I can
my
only
physical
reconstruct
strength
the
is a
ley lines
shadow
by
of what it
reassembling
once
the
was.
I would have never known.
Into a new
During our
structure.
battle, it felt
If
like I
that
was
power
fighting
were
against the
available to the
pinnacle of
people
human
Natlan,
strength.
They might have
And
a
I
new
still
option against
lost.
the abyss.
I
You
deserve
come to
no
me
praise
with
for that
many
outcome.
questions.
Still,
And you should
it's a
be
shame we never
rewarded for
faced
your
off
bravery.
500 years
Phlogiston
ago.
is Tavak's
I could have seen
primordial
what I was
form of
truly
energy.
capable of.
I agree.
The heavenly
Had we fought
principles
then,
use
I'd also
phlogiston
have been
as a
more motivated
basis
to go all
for the
out.
creation of
All
elemental
that commotion
energy.
back at the stadium, and
To
you're
develop the
saying
power to better
neither
counter
of
the
you were
abyss.
using your full strength?
Have you
I'd say
heard of
we're
the concepts of the
matched.
light realm
If we
and the
face
human
off
realm?
again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you
That
held back
explanation
since there were
might take too
spectators
long.
around that
Light
could have gotten
refracts
hurt.
into 7 different
But
colors, which
capitalizing
we
on that
collectively refer to as a
situation would have
rainbow.
only led to a hollow
Elemental
victory.
energy is a
It would have
similar
been no
concept.
different than taking hostages.
It's essentially
My goal
the
was the
modern
Gnosis,
counterpart of phlogiston.
and I
You come
failed
to
to
me with
obtain it.
many questions.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders. That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right. What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause. We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. Rules. I'd rather give him a chance to prove throne, like I said before.
Decision.
When a human ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken.
Like this.
The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. This may be an unexpected applies to the ruler of death's power, but a favorable one nonetheless. Notable distinction. Now that we're all here, I have the amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability. How did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't
it's a kind
getting
of
any
power that
closer
not
to
everyone
obtaining
can
the
withstand.
Gnosis.
But if
So I had my men
the
scour
trial,
Natland for a different
you will
option.
gain unprecedented
Auroron
strength
helped as well.
and the
We
ability
tracked
to
down
harness
3
powers
scholars,
more formidable than
a
any
Barrow,
Archon.
Bosamtwe, and Kushtal, and
We
combine the
cannot
results
walk
of their
this path
research
without
to locate
accepting
this
risk.
ancient device.
Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination.
Seems like my own
Auroron fought back
failed
from
to
the
locate
brink
some
of
critical
death.
personnel.
In the face of their bravery,
I'm
I
just not
must
sure how I missed
respond in
them.
kind.
Strange.
That is my
Perhaps
duty.
they simply live in seclusion. Like a true In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's enough for one day. True. You should head back
Now
and
we
get
have
some
another
rest.
option
I'm
at our
sure you're
disposal.
exhausted. The Abyss will likely
Compared to
sense
using the
change
Gnosis,
in
our
Auroron.
current plan will buy
It's
us some
possible
time.
the frequency
And if
of
all
the
else
attacks will
fails,
increase.
we
There are
still
many
have this plan
challenges
as a
to
last
come,
resort.
so we need to be
Even
prepared.
though executing
When you
it
put
will
it
come
that
at a
way,
heavy cost.
Paimon feels even more exhausted. All right, let's head back. Making everyone forget their past. We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago. I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natland with the remainder of my platoon, only to find that Natland had fallen victim to the same
Your wound
tragedy.
needs time to heal.
I defended this land for quite some time, and
The monsters
in the
keep
process,
increasing in number.
met the chief of the
It's like
Masters of the
something
Night Wind.
changed.
It's
Aizu.
definitely unusual,
I'm
and
sure
we should
many
all be
people
careful.
viewed Conria as the cause of the
Don't
tragedy.
worry too much. You
But
have us
Aizu
by your
was
side.
kind to me
if
all the
there's one
same,
thing the Abyss
and
fears,
even
it's
helped me
strength.
in my time of need.
If they
From
think
that
we're easy
moment,
prey, they've got
I
another
made
thing
it my
coming.
mission to aid Natland.
Someone's calling us.
In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost,
wrong,
I was already committed to this fight. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate, and, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before the tragedy. But I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you? It must be the mask.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Wait, do you know someone named Gainslev? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
You've met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in
Nope,
person,
we can't give any of
he
these
was
to our
traveling
soldiers.
with the
They were
prince.
not
He
tempered
carries a
correctly
degree
at the
of
forge.
pain and hatred
Well-made weapons
that
and
far
shields are
surpasses
vital
my
for the
own.
survival of our people. I
Yes,
know we're under a lot
you're
of
the
pressure, but
sister of
we
the prince.
can't compromise
Given
on
the
quality.
role I held in
Listen,
Conria,
I'm not blaming you.
I would prefer
I know
not
this
to
isn't your
harm you,
usual standard of
although
work.
This is likely
Why
a
don't-
self-imposed
Why don't you all
burden.
just take a break and
If the prince saw
I'll take
me
care
now,
of the pieces.
I doubt he would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed. And that's not the only thing.
Nothing I can
Even my
handle.
physical
Just
strength is a
some
shadow
rushed
of what
defective
it once
goods, that's all.
was.
I would
Even
have
the
never
most
known.
skilled craftsmen make
During our
mistakes under
battle, it
pressure,
felt
and
like
if
I was
you two
fighting
want to
against
avoid the same
pinnacle of
fate,
human strength.
you should really get some rest.
And I still lost. I deserve no
Ah, don't
praise
worry.
for that
I
outcome.
like it that way.
Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
I agree. Had we fought
Rise
then,
with the
I'd
sun.
also have
Try
been
and
more
stop
motivated
me.
to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you were using your full strength?
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine
Granny?
you held back since there were spectators
wrong,
around
Granny?
that could have gotten hurt.
It looks like you
But
have something to say.
Capitalizing on that situation
You
would have
know
only led to a
exactly what
hollow
you did.
victory.
You need some
It would have
sense
been no
knocked into you,
different than
that's what
taking
I
hostages.
think.
My goal was
Where
the
do
Gnosis,
I even begin?
and I failed to obtain it.
Sorry.
Her Majesty, the
Now that you have
Tsaritsa,
nowhere
allows
to
every
run,
harbinger
that's
the
when you
freedom to pursue
apologize?
the meaning of
You
their
couldn't
existence.
wait to run off last time.
When the time comes, that
pretty
freedom
sure I
can take
apologized
precedence
those times
over
too.
her orders.
What exactly
That's
were
why
you
our
thinking?
methods can be so
Being a wanted
radically
criminal is one
different.
thing, but then you
Despite sharing
also
the same
tried to pull
goal
off that
and
whole
the
thing
same
in the
sovereign,
ancient ruin.
I needed the Gnosis because
I'm
I
not the
came
one
here
who
to save
needs an
Natland.
apology.
That was my
Apologize to
primary
yourself
motive.
for risking your life.
Once Natland is saved,
I'm sorry.
if the Gnosis still remained in my
I don't have
possession,
anything to say for myself,
I could bring it
Granny.
back to
Yell at me all
Snezhnaya.
you want.
My
I know I
decision
messed
regarding
up.
the Gnosis will
You
not
better
change.
be sincere.
So let's focus on the
This is
abyss
an
for now.
incredibly serious matter.
I'm being sincere, I
When all
promise.
6 heroes are together?
I've seriously reflected
We will
on my
unleash a
actions.
great
I know
power
what
that
I
can
did
be
was
used to
risky, and I
thwart
know
the
I made
abyss.
some bad choices.
But only
But I
once.
don't regret it.
It's a
I
power
just
that Xbalanque
had
gained
to
from
do
Renova.
something. Not because I thought I
Renova
was
is a god
special,
whose
but because I
existence
wanted to
predates
help
any
Natlan as
Archon.
much as I can.
You can
Of course,
think
in
of
the
her
end,
like
I just
an
ended up
emissary of the
causing more
heavenly
trouble, so
principles. She
you're
controls
right.
the power of death.
My apology
Wait,
doesn't mean
Is
much.
that why you have the Ode of
But
Resurrection?
I don't know
Yes.
what else I can say.
Renova
you even
also
had Aoife
orchestrated
bring me that
Natlan's
gem.
rules.
A simple thank
As
you
for the
isn't
divine
enough,
throne,
but
like I
still.
said before, when a human
Thank you,
ascends to the
Granny.
divine throne,
You're
their inner
welcome.
flame will awaken.
Just
The
make
size
sure
of
to
the
thank
flame
Aoife
depends on
sometime.
the person's potential. The same
Anyway,
principle applies to the
don't
ruler
feel
of
too
death's
grateful.
power.
I tampered
With
with the
one
bag to copy a
notable
portion of your
distinction.
memories.
Oh.
The amount
I
of
didn't
power
notice.
inherited will not
Of course
change
you didn't.
depending on your
You
ability
forget
to
how many
tolerate
years
it.
I have
In
on
other
you.
words,
Like you
it's
could
a kind
uncover
of
one
power
of my
that not
tricks.
everyone can withstand.
Ugh,
But if you
anyway,
survive the trial,
I have
you will
something else
gain
to tell you.
unprecedented strength.
The Pyro Archon
and the
has
ability
discussed
to
your
harness
case with the
powers
others.
more formidable
Many
than
of your
any
actions
Archon.
violated the rules of
Sounds
Natlan.
really risky.
And you
We
should
cannot
understand
walk
you'll
this
have to
path
take
without accepting
responsibility for
risk.
that.
Mualani
understand.
charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal
But
contamination.
your efforts
Auroron
weren't
fought back from the
entirely
brink
meaningless
of death.
in the end.
In the face of their bravery,
In
I
addition
must
to giving us
respond in
another
kind.
failsafe,
That
you
is my
saved
duty.
yourself with sheer
Spoken
force of will
like a true leader.
and managed to become
All
a
right,
hero.
That's enough for one day. You
Not
should head
too
back
shabby,
and get some
grandson.
rest. I'm
Did the
sure you're
Traveler and
exhausted.
Paimon
The
tell you
abyss
to say
will
that?
likely sense
What?
the change in Aurora.
No!
It's possible
said
the
that because
frequency
I
of the
mean
attacks
it.
will
I
increase.
can't
There are
believe you're
many challenges to
complimenting me
come,
at a time
so
like this.
we need to be prepared.
You normally
When
let
you
your
put it
fist
that
do the
way?
talking.
You're not off the hook just yet.
Exhausted.
I told the
All
Traveler
right,
I was going
let's
to
head
break
back.
your legs. And I meant every part of it.
Could you not? I still need them to walk.
Trying to negotiate, are you? All right. Make me an offer.
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish, can you let me off the hook this one time? I promise to do better in the future.
Fine. I can let this slide for now.
Stay still.
But
Your
I'll
wound
be
needs time to heal.
watching.
You need to
We'll
rest
see
for a
if
few
I
more
change my
days.
mind.
The monsters
oh,
keep increasing in
Traveler,
number.
Paimon.
It's like something
Didn't expect
changed.
to see you here.
It's definitely unusual, and we should all be careful.
Yes. Looking
don't worry
after
too
these
much.
little rascals
You
is
have us
rather
by your side.
exhausting.
If there's
Taking
one
care
thing
of
the
the
Abyss
Traveler
fears,
isn't
it's
easy
strength.
either.
If they think we're easy prey, they've got
Traveler,
another thing coming.
Paimon, I want to
Someone's calling
thank you
us.
for your help back at the ruin. I won't.
Let's get together sometime.
Something wrong,
If
Traveler?
Auroron really wants to thank you, he can treat us all to a tasty meal.
Sounds great. We'll...
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
It was a piece of cake. Those invasive pests are lucky someone called a truce, or we would have burned them all to ash.
Nope, we can't give any of these to our soldiers. They were not tempered correctly at the forge. Well-made weapons and shields are vital for the survival of our people. I know we're under a lot of pressure, but we can't compromise on quality. Listen, I'm not blaming you. I know this isn't your usual standard of work. Why don't you all just take a break and I'll take care of the pieces.
We won't keep you then. Let's talk later. Ha! Little Kanish thinks he can just leave without consulting the almighty Dragon Lord. Hey, wait up!
Nothing I can handle. Just some rushed defective goods, that's all. Even the most skilled craftsmen make mistakes under pressure, and if you two want to avoid the same fate, you should really get some rest.
Rise with the sun!
You must be exhausted.
Don't worry. I like it that way.
Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Auroron?
Granny? What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
You know exactly what you did.
If you're done for the
sense
day,
knocked in
we
you.
should
That's
get some
what
rest.
I think.
Paimon has a feeling
Where
we'll
do I
need it
even
for tomorrow.
begin?
I'm sorry.
Now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize?
You ready?
You couldn't
Yep.
wait to run off last
Let's
time.
go meet the Lord of the Night.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
What exactly were you thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one
So,
thing, but then you
this is
also
where you
tried to
heard the
pull
Lord
off
of
that
the
whole
Night?
thing in the ancient ruin.
Guess that means she really has
I'm not
awakened.
the one who needs an
Hopefully
apology.
we made it before she falls asleep
Apologize
again.
to yourself
Fret
for
not.
risking your life.
Okay.
I'm still here.
I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
I'm
You
sorry
better
for
be
disturbing your
sincere.
rest, but there's something
This
we
is an
didn't have the chance to
incredibly
ask you
serious
earlier.
matter.
We need to
I'm
forge a new
being sincere,
ancient
I
name for
promise.
the Traveler,
I've
but we ran
seriously
into a problem.
reflected on my
She's not from
actions. I know
Natland,
what
so
I
there are
did
no
was
records
risky.
of
I
her in the
know I
Night
made
Kingdom.
some bad choices,
I see.
but I don't regret it.
Malika must
I just
hold her in
had to do
high
something.
regard. It would
Not
seem
because
the
I
two
thought
of
I was
you are
special,
not
but
simply
because I
here on
wanted to help
orders.
Natland as much as I can.
So,
of course, in the end, I
what
just
say
ended up
you?
causing more trouble, so
Do you believe
you're right.
this traveler to be deserving?
My apology doesn't mean much. But
Speak
I
your
don't know what
mind.
else I can
There are
say.
no others
You even
here.
had Aoife bring me that
You
gem.
are both
A
my
simple thank you
children,
isn't
both
enough,
children
but
of
still.
Natland. I would
Thank
hear
you,
your
Granny.
opinions.
You're welcome.
She is special.
make
She
sure to
saved
thank
Kachina
Aoife
and devoted
sometime.
herself to helping us avert this disaster.
Anyway,
Natland
don't feel
owes
too
her,
grateful.
but that debt has
I
not been
tampered with
repaid.
the bag to copy a
And with
portion
an
of your
ancient
memories.
name, we can at least guarantee
I
her
didn't
safety.
notice.
Of course you didn't.
Even though
You forget
that
how many
guarantee
years
will
I have
come
on
at the
you.
cost of your
Like
own
you
life.
could uncover one of my tricks.
Yes.
Anyway,
So,
I have
it's
something
true.
else to tell you. The
Forging an
Pyro
ancient
Archon has
name
discussed
consumes
your
the
case
life of
with
the
the others.
craftsman.
Many of your
Forging
actions
an
violated
ancient
the rules of
name is an
Natland,
act of
and
creation.
you should understand you'll
It
have to take
involves
responsibility
taking
for
disparate
that.
concepts throughout the Night Kingdom and
But
condensing them into
your
a heroic
efforts
epic.
weren't entirely meaningless in
But
the end.
It takes
In addition
time
to
for
giving
the
us
new
another
concept to be
failsafe,
integrated
you
into
saved
that
yourself
realm.
with sheer force of will
If the
and
ancient
managed to
name is
become
like
a hero.
seed, then the life of the
Not too
craftsman
shabby,
is the outer
grandson.
shell,
Did the Traveler and
serving as its
Paimon
protection.
tell you to say that?
Once that
What?
process is complete,
No!
the seed
I
will
said
sprout,
that because I
and
mean
having
it.
served its
I can't
purpose,
believe you're
the outer shell
complimenting me
will
at a time
gradually
like this.
disappear. Forging
You
an
normally let
ancient
your fist do
name
the
is
talking.
no easy
You're not
task.
off the hook just yet.
And
I
creating
told the
one
Traveler
from
I was going to
outland
break your
makes it
legs,
even
and
more
I meant
challenging.
every part of it.
Still, if you're here,
Could you
that
not?
means your mind is
I
set.
still need them to walk.
Trying to
Yes,
negotiate,
because I believe
are
forging
you?
this name will
All
be
right.
well worth it.
Make me an
We
offer.
don't know how long we'll be
Given all
able to hold
the
back
good
the
things
abyss
that I
or
managed
what the
to
final
accomplish,
price of averting this
can you let
disaster
me
will
off
be.
the hook
If
this
giving up
one
my
time?
life means that all
I
the people of
promise to do
Natland
better
can
in
have
the
a future. then the
Fine.
sacrifice is practically
I can let this
negligible.
slide for now.
Even when I'm staring
But
death in the face,
I'll be watching.
I don't think I'll regret this decision.
Let's see if I change
I
my
bear
mind.
the name Baraka.
Traveler, Paimon.
This is a part of my
Didn't
duty.
expect to see
I
you here.
understand.
Hello.
The
Yeah.
chance may be exceedingly
Looking after
slim.
these little rascals is
But you
rather
still want to seize
exhausting.
it,
Taking care of the
because
traveler
this
isn't
could be
easy
the
either.
final step to victory. And you, Siglali,
Traveler, Paimon,
the anxiety
I want to
you feel.
thank you for your help back
It's
at the
because you
ruin.
saw something, yes?
I won't.
Let's get together sometime.
Something you were not meant to
If
see.
Auroron
So,
really wants
you
to
know
thank
about
you,
that too.
he can
What is
treat
she
us
talking
all
about?
to a tasty
I've
meal.
had concerns
Sounds
for a long
great.
time.
Malika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future. It's just... using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
A key part of Malika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Xbalanque obtained from the ruler of death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
You're saying Mawika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
Don't forget, Siglali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. But death is different. The
Burn it
ruler
down!
of death's power will allow Malika to triumph over the abyss. But she must offer her own life in the process. The ruler of death cares little for the time and manner of a death. She simply guarantees that it will occur. Fate may be able to influence the timing, but that is all the Traveler can change.
Wait, you're saying we might be able to change when she dies, but not the outcome?
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid.
Oh,
It's
these must be
beyond
friends of
my
yours.
capabilities.
Well, head out then.
Malika knows
See
about
you
all
later.
this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long accepted this eventuality.
Well,
It
I
was
can't.
a piece of cake.
She's so
Those
strong.
invasive pests
She never
are
gives
lucky
up,
someone called
never
truth.
rests until a
Or
problem
we
is
would've
solved.
burned them
She's
all
not the
to
type of
ashes.
person to just quietly accept her death. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it. Together, I know they can overcome the impossible. Be it fate
Yeah,
or
a
death.
lot happened
We shall
while we
have
were
to
in the
wait and
ruins.
see.
We'll tell you
But I
that
will
another
curb my expectations. My time is running out. It is my honor to witness humanity in this
We won't
moment
keep you then. Let's
of
talk later.
absolute determination.
We
Little
won't forget your
Timmy thinks he can
contributions.
just leave without
Once we deal with the
consulting
Abyss,
almighty Dragon Lord.
we'll find a way to keep you alive.
Thank you for
Hey,
saying that.
wait up!
But there is nothing you can do. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? 1,000? 10?
Rise with the sun!
The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist. When you consider all of that, extending my life is meaningless.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end comes tomorrow, humanity will still do whatever it takes to survive today.
Exactly.
Times like these always fill me with admiration and reinforce my commitment to the mandate I shoulder. My creator was right in esteeming you
If
as
you're done for the
special
day,
above
we
others.
should get some rest. Paimon has a
Here.
feeling we'll need it for tomorrow.
This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. It can record the traveler's experiences
You ready?
in this land.
Yep.
Whether from the
Let's go
past
meet the Lord of the
or
Night.
The future. With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire. And the traveler will also
this is
become
where
a
you heard the
hero
Lord of the
forever
Night?
recorded in the
Guess
memory
that means
of
she really
Natland.
has awakened. Hopefully we
Thank
made
you.
it before she
We're
falls
sorry
asleep
to ask
again.
this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really? Thank you
For a
so
weak
much.
form, falling asleep is no less taxing an exercise then staying awake is the
I'm
least
sorry for
an
disturbing
angel
your
can
rest,
do.
but there's
Time for
something
you
we
to
didn't have the
leave.
chance to ask you earlier.
It's
We need to forge a new
getting
ancient name
dark.
for the Traveler, but we ran into a problem. She's not from Natland, so there are no records of her in the Night Kingdom.
I can't sleep with all the noise outside.
Malika must hold her in high
Forget it.
regard.
Let's go check
would
it
seem
out.
the two of you are not simply here on her orders. So, what say you? Do you believe this travel to be something? Speak your mind. There are no others here. You are both my children, both children of Natlan. I would hear your opinions on the matter.
She is special. She saved Kachina and devoted herself to helping us avert this disaster. Natlan owes her, but that debt has not been repaid. And with an ancient name, we can at least guarantee her safety.
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost of your own life?
Yes.
So, it's true. Forging an ancient name consumes the life of the craftsman.
Forging an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves taking disparate concepts throughout the Night Kingdom and condensing them into a heroic epic. But it takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that realm. If the ancient name is like a seed, then the life of the craftsman is the outer shell, serving as its protection. Once that process is complete, the seed will sprout, and having served its purpose, the outer shell will gradually disappear. Forging an ancient name is no easy task, and creating one for an outlander makes it even more challenging. Still, if you're here, that means your mind is set.
Yes, because I believe forging this name will be well worth it. We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the abyss or what the final price of averting this disaster will be. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natland can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face, I don't think I'll regret this decision. I bear the name Baraka. This is a part of my duty.
I understand. The chance may be exceedingly slim, but you still want to seize it, because this could be the final step to victory. And you, Siglali, the anxiety you feel, it's because you saw something, yes? Something you were not meant to see.
So, you know about that too.
What is she talking about?
I've had concerns for a long time. Malika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future. It's just... using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
A key part of Malika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Xbalanque obtained from the Ruler of Death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
You're saying Malika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
Don't forget, Siglali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. But death is different. The ruler of death's power will allow Malika to triumph over the abyss. But she must offer her own life in the process. The ruler of death cares little for the time and manner of a death. She simply guarantees that it will occur. Fate may be able to influence the timing, but that is all the Traveler can change.
Wait, you're saying we might be able to change when she dies, but not the outcome?
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid. It's beyond my capabilities.
Malika knows about all this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long accepted this eventuality.
Well, I can't. She's so strong. She never gives up, never rests until a problem is solved. She's not the type of person to just quietly accept her death. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it. Together, I know they can overcome the impossible. Be it fate or death.
We shall have to wait and see, but I will curb my expectations. My time is running out. It is my honor to witness humanity in this moment of absolute determination.
We won't forget your contributions. Once we deal with the Abyss, we'll find a way to keep you alive.
Thank you for saying that, but there is nothing you can do. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000? The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist. When you consider all of that, extending my life is meaningless.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end comes tomorrow, humanity will still do whatever it takes to survive today.
Exactly.
Times like these always fill me with admiration and reinforce my commitment to the mandate I shoulder. My Creator was right in esteeming you as special above others. Here. This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. It can record the Traveler's experiences in this land, whether from the past or the future. With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire, and the Traveler will also become a hero forever recorded in the memory of Natland.
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really. Thank you so much.
Your thanks are unnecessary. This is the least that an angel can do. Time for you to leave. It's getting dark.
I can't sleep with all the noise outside! Forget it, let's go check it out.